Hi, crew. I'm popping in today to talk to you about death and recognising the death of animals and humans for animals. And this probably comes into play with children and young adults as well. We can cognitively understand what death is from a certain age onwards, and we can talk about it and perhaps don't need to see the person or the animal that has passed. And certainly some people can't cope with seeing one of their pets put down or the aftermath of their death. So you've got to gauge that from a human point of view, intellect, emotional capacity, etc. But something that we often don't think about is that animals need to understand that another animal or a human has passed. And often we just ignore them. And we had a really good lesson here many years ago when I had to have a horse put down. And she was a tiny little pony, and she was probably the boss of the big horses and certainly the boss of everybody else. And she became ill. She was very old, and she was put to sleep by the vet. And the vet said to me, open up the gates and let the animals come in and smell her and recognise her passing. So we did that, and each animal came in and wandered around. A couple of them touched her, they sniffed, they looked, they smelt as the changes went through. The pheromones would have been different. And then they just wandered off quietly. Now, to give you a comparison for that, if I had picked this little horse Amy up and taken her somewhere else for the day, the horses and the animals would have been very distressed. Horses in particular get very distressed when one of their own goes somewhere out of sight. They don't understand what out of sight is. They have object permanence, like if you're not there, then what's going on? And then with one of my horses in particular, he would pace and run up and down fence lines, which was very damaging for him and his health. So when they came in, they seemed to cognitively understand that this wasn't the live Amy anymore. And there was none of that distress. Now, we've done this since with another friend's pony that had to be put down, and made sure that the larger horse was there and was able to check out the body of the past animal. And for once, there was no heightened reaction again. So it's the same with dogs, cats, and everything else. I'm not sure about lizards and stuff, but some of them are certainly aware of who their people are, so that's relevant. So if someone in the family passes or one of your animals, make sure that you show the other animals particularly that spirit isn't there anymore. It means that they haven't just disappeared and gone away. And I don't know how horses think, but yeah, they seem to understand it, and they take it in their stride far, far better than had they not seen the animal and it just disappeared. That would be really bad. So think about your animals in those situations, and yeah, open the doors for recognising stuff like that. Hope you're not losing people or animals this week, but it's all part of life, isn't it? I'll catch you guys on the flip side.